Last time we came to Hope's Peak Academy, I'm still freaking out. I'm thoroughly terrified. Having PTSD, you know, flashbacks. The same fucking volleyballs and basketballs are there, so I don't know who the fuck. So, now we're here to investigate what the hell happened in our memories. So let's see what's going on to explain some crap that we've been going through. Okay, how did we get here? Okay. That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Not to mention your whole vision is moving pixels. Okay. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Where the hell are we? Is he trying to confuse us again? He is succeeding. I don't know what he's doing, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Alright, what's going on, Sonia? This hallway, there is a strange feeling to it now. As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit all movements. Is it just me? Your words are flying everywhere, honey. That's the worst part. I don't like any of this. Oh, here, I remember this is where a whole bunch of people died. Hey! There was like 15, but I remember that from the first season. By the way, this episode is probably going to be full of spoiler alerts, so if you don't want to have spoiler alerts for the first season, one, I don't know how you made it this far, and two, go back and watch the first season so you know what the fuck is going on. But in this room, I remember entering it and almost crying because there was like 15 dead body chalk outlines. And there's the morgue down there, I remember that. I don't like any of this. Oh, dojo's open! Oh, there's the book. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. I see a book. I want to see armor. It's an armor and helmet. Did the map developers design this to reflect a Japanese dojo? What? Map developers? This cherry blossom is full of bloom. Maybe it may be a tasteful sight to see a blooming cherry tree inside a dojo. But in this situation, it just looks bizarre. That target seems pretty far away. If the protection team had some more time... If the protection team had had more time, there could have been a mini game here. What the fuck are you talking... Huh? Wait, what am I saying? Yeah, Hajime, what the fuck are you saying? I don't like he's... There's a straw positive of training. Oh no, the lockers. There are a bunch of wood lockers here. Each of them has a traditional looking wood block key sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue. Alright. Huh? What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma. Oh, so you know it's about to be some fuck shit. Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this? I knew it, I knew it. Oh, let's start with history first, class. Hey, reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. Monokuma ain't never been shit. So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. Oh god. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. That looks borderline nice. It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy's history as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has suffered from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system. The Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most other high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to the talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass a sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Still by far the clunkiest name for any event ever. That's right. It was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. That is horrifying and just terrible. I hate those so much. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic, there's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. The Reserve Department was only built to collect money. Was I one of those Reserve Corps students, right? That's weird! Oh, you're here again. The thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh? Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school-left memories, right? But you should have known, even before you entered, that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too. What do you want me to say? By the way... based on my assumptions. The Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of the Reserve Corps students. I got it. Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memories of what happened. Oh, I know that one from personal experience. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it. When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a Reserve Corps student. Damn. Just gonna leave us with that? That's cold. Damn it, what the heck? Okay. I'm guessing that's all we have in here. But the other doors were Do like the doors unlock one at a time or something? Is this another manga? It's laying on top of a desk. Huh, this one is. Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, huh? Wasn't The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? It's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was a trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, I will be able to learn a little more about that incident. Damn. I don't like that cover. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamukura. Isn't that the name of the man who created Hope's Peak Academy? Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop it. Is he an alien or a robot? Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. You could have more than one? Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. Oh, there's no way that would... No. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origin and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy's student council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered. That room from the... I got it! That's where he killed him. Were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it had never happened. However, how do you explain 13 dead children? Oh yeah, 13 children in our classroom just, exploded. We don't know what it was, so just mind your own business, hey. What? However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of the Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they had been treated. And the uprising began. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic human event in human history. Works cited Danganronpa/0. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. Open that door and see all the blood, man. That was horrific. What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident! A talent like that is too real for our society! It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold! You should be lucky that you're so incompetent! Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. Seriously, he pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope was simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they had given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here it says that the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I would have no There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Tragedy of Hope's Peak. Okay. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who is this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. Oh, hey, it's open. Ha, I'm going in raw. I remember this room. This room got me fucked up. What the hell is this room? It's freaking cold in here. Cause it's a morgue. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Oh hell no, I'm not liking the cover. Maybe it's just worse from this angle. Nope, it's even worse up close. Okay. There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped I was right. I don't like that face. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque. Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. First, the uprising of Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostering and hold on, back itch. Okay. And fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. The movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from many other demonstrations inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon became to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of the actions began to disappear, as if an era of regression was more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while they enjoyed a meal. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup de grace began occurring around the world. A war raged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? Woo! The only explanation is... Oh, fuck! Fuck, what's going on? Why is it doing that? Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to go back. Okay. Devoted to a certain... Okay, the only explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a student who influenced Hellscape Academy. A group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hellscape Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society use their influences to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, this is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what happens in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What happened to them?
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you?
Who would enjoy reading something like this?
Mama, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy.
Fuck you, because I'm at the office and I'm a lady and I do enjoy candy, so fuck you, Monokuma. Enough! What is this messed up manga?
I thought you'd honestly know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, bud. For you not to remember that such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains.
This incident really happened and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
How many times do I have to tell you all the clues here are real? Please understand I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live a well-adjusted lives in the outside world. Oh, shit.
I see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning.
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy you're going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here.
He's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world so we'll want to stay on the island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps... No, that's definitely it. The tragedy, okay. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, it's a group of people. But they're known as the Ultimate Despair. They're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then, are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use, I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit, I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. Phew, that was close, I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him. I went to this room, that bastard bear suddenly was here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. Huh. It's gonna be a shitty either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. Fuck you. I don't want to do that either. Fine.
Why, hello, Hajime! I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasingly well? Are you pleasingly well, right?
What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there's another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. See, I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you word of mouth?
You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place.
A high school student who doesn't like manga is a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots.
I'm getting fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me?
It's about the key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. Surprise! It's about the ultimate despair.
Huh?
Ahem! Even the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days.
Actually.
It was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive.
A high school girl?
Yes, indeed.
Lady Juko Enoshima!
Juko Enoshima?
Hey.
As a former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor. And created the ultimate despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people could just join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by so many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey.
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in highest into lamps of power. Her connections were the main reason the incident became the tragedy in the first place.
So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat. But what was their purpose?
What?
Like I said, why do they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they do that what they did without any purpose. Despair is the only purpose, motherfucker.
Hey.
It was Juko Enoshima's despair.
Huh?
For Juko Enoshima, despair wasn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Juko Enoshima as Juko Enoshima.
What are you saying?
I must fleshy Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Juko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly helpless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair.
What the hell?
With her overwhelming force of personality, Juko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Juko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea has been slammed right into their minds. And so the ultimate despairs who they recruited became nothing more than Juko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Juko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair. All in Juko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation.
What?
And to hopelessly top it off,
to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible.
Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy?
I don't know what now? Final days?
In other words,
Juko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history.
Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the Reserve Corps department?
of course.
They fulfilled their roles as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so 2,357 students of the Reserve Corps department all committed mass suicide.
What?
What?
All committed mass suicide. What? Mass suicide? If Reserve Corps student offers you some Kool-Aid, don't drink it. All 2,357 students?
Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded.
One person was excluded, huh? Us. What? See, whenever I randomly skip a day at school, all my friends kill each other. Yep, that's how it happens. Is that me? I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Juko and Tsushima. That doesn't scare me at all. I mean, Juko and Oshima's already dead. How do you know that? Huh? How do you know that? Hey Fuyuhiko, is it true what you just said? Juko and Oshima's already dead? What, you didn't see? There's a book called Manga for Moron Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. Bloody classroom? No, wait, what? Wait, what was that you said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in, the killings that had happened at Hope Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy. For a manga about killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Juko Inoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Juko Inoshima is dead. He's pissed.
Like,
Is she not dead? Is that why he's staring at it? Is she not dead? What? Turns out the killing school life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope Peak Academy, and she took away their memories, just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcasted worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole time? The students of Hope Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival. They were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Juko Inoshima failed. Juko lost to the students she placed in her trapped, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko is no more. I don't like how when we say Junko is dead, he stares at us. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whatever Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Juko Inoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who's our enemy? See, every time we mention that she's dead, he stares at us, and I don't like that. sorry, there is like a chunk of hair in my face. If Juko Enoshima's already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko's carrying out her will? That's the only thing I could think of. I mean, the killings were involved and resembled that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Juko and making us go through this, but... an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit.
If the students from Hellscape Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this really is an lamps! Are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere, just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life? Damn, I walked around naked in so many places. Oh god, Killing school life has been added to the truth bold section. Okay.
Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh?
What, do you have a problem with that?
Well, I really wanted you to raise the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna
Oh, well, I'll just raise the flag.
Flag? What do you mean by raise a flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character out.
You're not making sense again.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy.
Okay, gotta get out of here before he gets even more nuts. What? Huh? I'm so uncomfortable. It's changed into a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided I'm not going to be surprised. That's right, there's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. You wanna bet? What the hell? Oh hey, it's that metal thing that everybody keeps finding. This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Maybe the floating text or the god tablet? It looks like some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in the music room? Not just that, the marking engraved at the top into the monument is a symbol of a future foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hellscape Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hellscape Academy? Aren't they known as World Enders? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Okay. What is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the reports we gave you the other day, we have obtained information a person who claims to be the survivor of a Hellscape Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hellscape Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Juko Enoshima rallying them. In the worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hellscape Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hellscape Academy. Okay, so some program was going. Neo. Okay. You know how I kept saying glitch in the Matrix to make fun of all this, like, stuff going on with the screen? Neo, isn't that the name? I haven't seen those movies ever, so bite me. I was never interested in that kind of movie. Whatever. Isn't that the name of the main character, though? Is this like a call to the Matrix? Are we in a simulation right now? I mean, it would explain why they're fucking floating words in front of us and why the walls are going It would explain a lot of things, but I don't know. And are the 15 survivors us? Like, our group? 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed the Future Foundation is our side, at least. They were founded by graduates of Hellscape Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who have caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko Enoshima and are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow there are still so many mysteries. This feels different from a classroom.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room has that kind of stuff and teacher vibe to it.
The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Oh, Polly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see it anywhere.
She has gone invisible to hide from you, motherfucker. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. There are letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. Guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Enoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko Enoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Why are some of the flowers like super pixeled? Does that mean this is an order to kill them? Yep, motherfucker, it is. That doesn't sound peaceful at all, I guess. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, It's pretty much all out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones raging the war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. I guess remnants of despair, because they lost Junko, I guess remnants of despair is what they became after she died. I want pixely flowers. Flowers on top of the desk? Plus they look strange to me. Are my eyes just tired? No, they are 100% pixels. Oh wait, I saw a bear.
Hey, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. Damn it, I'm really worried. What since it happens to me when Miss Sonia ain't looking?
This guy is so useless sometimes. But I saw... Haha. Motherfucker. Whoa.
Serious?
That bear looked insane. Huh? There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? List of subjects is written on the black... Oh, hey, that's us! Are the names I've seen before. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hyoko Sayonji is written there. What is this newspaper? Okay, that looks like her, but she's way too old. What is this? It says Miss Hyoko Sayonji. They can't possibly mean the same Hyoko, right? I mean, the Hyoko we knew
was a horrible bitch that nobody liked.
Just much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in the newspaper, in a way I could see the resemblance to Hyoko, but her height and figure are too different from the Hyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Oh, this lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's old sister or something?
No, it says Hyoko Sayonji here.
Oh, then Hyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name?
An older sister with the same first and last name?
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it yourself. That's not Hyoko.
But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Wasn't it like I was that close to her or anything? She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko is the Sayonji family's only daughter. If she don't have an older sister, then maybe it was a relative. Nah, there's still too much resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko.
Huh?
What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like that.
You pervert!
I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crazy crap for that, looking like that.
Well,
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt.
After she died. What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
today
Oh my goodness, of all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
what's going on?
What the heck? Is this the truth?
If this is the truth, then Hyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying that this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can be there a photo of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist? Watch us be like 50 fucking years old and they just erased literally everything.
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there?
Huh?
This is bad.
If it's such subjects, maybe it was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hyoko's body? What am I saying? Did I just say out loud mixing some movie stuff? What experiment?
If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we are also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. I just want to make sure that this is the same. An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched in the placard says Hellscape Academy's founder, Izuru. Yeah, see, that's just... Did they create a guy and name it after the guy who created Hopespeak? The founder of Hopespeak Academy, and this name, Izuru Kamukura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I have obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery. Oh my god, look at his face. Oh my...
Okay, with this you've totally raised all the flags on this floor! Congratulations, Hajime! You shall go on to the next stage!
Next stage? Oh my god, this is worse. Damn it, not again. The hallway is different from the last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can he do that? Maybe it is a Matrix simulation, because something's going on. Maybe like when we entered that trial ground on Jabberwock, they knocked us out. No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it, it's just going to waste my energy. Oh, this is freaky. There's a billiards table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists in a school. It's a file with Hellscape Academy's seal on it. Confidential file. Oh, why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like this? Obviously, Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hellscape Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope's Cultivation Plan is to seek use... The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms. I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression in my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing a true hope. This sounds like they're trying to make Mewtwo out this bitch. And I'm assuming they did, and that basically the same exact thing happened. Hellscape Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? Hope Cultivation Plan has been added to the truth bullets of your section of your handbook. This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them into our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Gotta catch them all! Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for sake of a future filled with hope. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them into our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this up.
What's this?
That shouldn't have got me.
My Haji-Pei! If you keep running like that, you'll get a toothache and collapse!
It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
That's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails! Thought they made the perfect clue! So I did a bit of hacking here and there to get them.
You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
no.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all!
There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. I am so unhappy right now. I am so unhappy. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so, why are we upside down? What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, it looks totally this is just totally disconnected from reality. Oh, we're walking along the ceiling. Oh, I don't like this. It looks like Miss Singno is part of this shit or something. What? It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming. Akane's twitching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
Oh my god. When she said that, all of a sudden the music got quiet because it's a different music, and I heard duh, 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 and for a second, I thought that was someone stepping closer, but it was part of the music. They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut's telling me. Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Huh. Let's see. My gut feeling is... Lovely. He's right. They're both. That does not help. Both? What do you mean?
You.
I don't know any details. It's just my gut after all. Well, it's about as reliable as Hiro's freaking psychic abilities, so I guess. Well, I guess that's true. Well, that's true, I guess. Wait, library. Safety. Out of here. I want out. Oh, wow. Not better. This must be a library. I would not be able to tell from first glance. Akuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. The hologram again. This must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue. So the Future Foundation's 14th decision... Makoto Naegi! Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What are you doing is a serious act of What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? What? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this clearly. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to this world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? 6 of us. Hina, Toko, Naegi, Byakuya, Kyoko, and who was the last person? Hero. There we go. The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy. You survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants to despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminated them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? An email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why is he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Is that it? Oh, I'm so not ready to go back in that hallway. Ugh. I hate this so much. I don't like that. What? What? Huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like a laundry room. There's no use worrying about it. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. Tale as old as time. That's her. This looks like a tablet computer. And I see Juko's face! And it looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Program. This word, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. Is that Florida? No. The Neo World program has another name. I am not saying that. Y'all can think about it, but I am not saying that is lamps communication simulator. The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the ultimate programmer, the ultimate neurologist, and the ultimate therapist were amongst the many talented people who research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Okay, so we're in virtual reality. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for lamps purposes only. Any other use is extremely forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing this device risks totally personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Nope, don't like it. Synthetic virtual world. Program. A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I felt left is despair. Despair. Boom! Ah! I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. We're in virtual reality. We are in SAO right now. I'm starting to accept that. There's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice.
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character route. Know that despair is waiting for you.
Impossible. Come on. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up. Including me too. Neo World program has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Is there anything else? Oh, I don't like this.
Hiya.
What the?
Hey, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning?
When I tell you that this looks like somebody writing in a chat room.
From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. Games are the only first. You gays.
Oh, you. I thought it said you gays. Or you guys are the
Only ones watching this. Who can save him? The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't this exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it.
What the fuck? This hallway. I don't like this. Nope, don't like this. When I first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but nope, don't like this. Nope, don't like this. Okay, bye. I'm saving before I shit myself. Oh my god, I took one step forward and it did that. Okay. I don't like any of this. Okay. Stop doing this. I'm getting sick. I feel so bad. Oh my. Okay, wait.
Well,
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the Naegi effect?
Huh?
The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking fake medicine that you believe is real. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite. Which means as long as a human brain controls all other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real.
Why would you bring that up all of a sudden?
Huh?
oh my.
Huh? I'm not sure. I do not fully understand.
What the hell? I'm not talking to any of you motherfuckers again. This is what is that? Oh, you bear bastard.
The moment you discover the truth was a lie, I'll help with disappear.
Okay, what the fuck? Oh, another. Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this would. You didn't think about that the last monument we saw? But what in the world is it? And the monument, I looked at that object. Whoa. Whoa, I don't like this. Alter ego, Jackie! I don't remember what their voice was. Maybe I should just do hello, welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me? Who is this? No, it's not even a person in the first place.
I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program.
It would make me happy if you call me Alter Ego! That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It could talk. But what are you? Alter Ego, Artificial Intelligence Program? I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I am responsible for creating and overseeing this world. You have done a terrible job. I'm so sorry, Alter Ego. I love you to death. You have done a shit job. However, only the observer has authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I am supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very particular. Hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. This is the main program. There's a virus, which is why everything is so shitty. How can you be that slow, Hajime? Damn it! It's that feeling from earlier again. This floating, like my feet are hovering above the ground. It's like I can't feel my feet on the ground. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the New World Program? The New World Program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island's cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you are in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I am sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I am simply the overseer of the Neo World Program. Most of its words. I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There is no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying that this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. Can you It being a fictional world is 100% more believable than any of the shit that is on the screen at the moment. I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality, all the mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction. Is that? Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World's program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. Total world domination. No. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you could say it is a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here, the fact that we don't have our memories, that's the program's fault, right?
Deleting memories is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program.
That's why we don't... They put us into this thing, and that erased all of our memories. And they wanted to have us have new memories, I guess? Were they just gonna make us, like, fake live all 4 years at Hope's Peak until it got fucked up like this?
Install Memory Control Unit. It is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload memories obtained in the virtual world.
Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma was right. We did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right?
That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I am sorry.
Are you saying we're lab rats? Damn right! Yo, that's the only thing I could think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. Future Foundation did this to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally?
I'm sorry, I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable, I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like that.
All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus?
Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors.
Chiaki and Monami. 2 monitors?
Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all. But the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they seem the same as everyone else.
What kind of authority does the teacher role have?
And as an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death.
What is that virus? Monokuma!
I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities.
Oh, shit.
In the end, it stole my portion of the abilities, which contained my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience.
She's probably talking about the Monokuma Rock and the Funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego. If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against one another. That's so freaking irritating. But how did that virus affect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It is impossible. It was infected through a network. I am fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus to the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation facility. But the only person who could enter that facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming everything is a lie? Aww. But it's true that the virus is powerful, that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. Moment. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas. So it has a limit to... A limit? If it took over an observer, it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey.
Okay.
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hits from you! If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the deep black space.
I don't like this.
The definition of existence that contributes to the relationship. From there, a paragraph.
He doesn't even have a name.
Change results by being cut off property, causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world, and the situation from the context invites your
Hey. I don't like this. Oh, jeez. I don't like this. What? That's Makoto. What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side. I'm currently talking to the world through Alter Ego. Ever since you guys vanished to that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The thing you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? really want to save you right away, but because of the virus interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept our outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. But this means that it's working. That means that the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? It is Makoto, can't you recognize by the little ding 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 ding? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe that you are listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's the responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? I think, from the context, because Makoto was being talked to, we're the remnants of despair, and by running this program and replacing our memories would make us no longer a threat, therefore we no longer needed to be eliminated. That's how he was saving us. That's what I'm thinking. I've been wrong before. You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam room, right? You know, 11037? 11037, that was the number we found at Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. Hey! I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set that password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. She put you in that dilemma in the first place! She did it too! Did you forget that part? Did you forget that part, Makoto? Did you forget the part where she tried to blame you for murder? Spoiler alert. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. He's coming? Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In worst case scenario, where the observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It is a forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even a teacher's authority cannot stop that command. It's the way to end this, that you guys can choose on your own independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. As Gawaya Tarte Kimoya somebody. Ooh. Jesus fuck. I am so sick and tired of getting scared. Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important I talked to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see, it'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I just had with that guy now. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus invasion with all my might. So you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings too. Even though we had our experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't it all be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? Uh-oh, here we go.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hopespeak Academy. See you soon.
A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I just need to focus on that. Do you mean that red door? Okay, I have a feeling that this is about to lead into a huge bunch of shit where I can't save, so this is a good place to stop for today so I can mentally process all the fuckery that just happened. Okay, this is what I think is happening. We are evil. All of our friends are evil. They are the remnants of despair, which is evil. Makoto, God bless him, I'm gonna teach y'all something in Texan. Well, bless his heart, which means you are an idiot and fuck you in Texan. Just told y'all a little Texan secret, okay? So if you ever hear a Texan go, well, bless your heart, they're just telling you to fuck off. Anyway, he wanted to save us, so he used this program before it was ready to erase our evil and put in some good, so then we wouldn't have to be eliminated, and thus we would be saved and become tools for hope. Because that sounds like some shit Makoto would do. Anyway, the virus, or Monokuma, got in. I'm not sure which one of us put that in. It's possible that it's us, because that's some protagonist twist shit. So, now we have to band together and ride shut down everything in order to save our tail ends. So, we'll have to see how that works out for us in the next episode. If you like what you see, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can see my content in the future. Also, while you're here, if you have any game suggestions or you just want to say hi, leave it down in the comment section below. I'm Dayzee Hyena. I'll catch y'all in the next video.